Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. So, update video on my water hole. If you missed it, I'm gonna put in a super quick clip right here of the day that I made this water hole. But the backstory is, working on this property that I got permission to hunt. Well, just like us, we need, what do they tell you in school? Food, shelter, and water is the necessities of life. Well, you want more critters, more deer, more turkeys, more whatever on your property. Food, bedding areas, water, safety. The more of those you can combine onto that property, better chance you're probably going to have that the deer either stay there or they come through more often. So that was the idea. It didn't have a water source. Looking at the Google images, the closest water, my assumption is that the deer were traveling close to half a mile to a creek. So I said, well, I'm going to go down to the Tractor Supply. I got a 50-gallon tub, put it in the ground, instant water source. Now, let me just show you a quick clip of the day that I put that in. All right, so I've got rocks all around the edges, and I'm going to keep filling in the mud pretty much up to the brim while I got my helpers over here dropping in the water. Good job, guys. All right, so put that in. My expectation was deer gonna start drinking from it. I already knew the deer were walking close to that area. I've got trail cameras 20 yards in one direction from that water hole spot and then 30 yards in another direction. So I already know that there's deer coming through there. My assumption was deer are gonna start using it right away. I'm about to show you the videos here. That was on August the 1st. The first videos I got of deer actually using the water, September the 4th. So deer were walking past it for over a month and 3 days before they decided to drink from it. Cool thing is, you guys saw how big that 50-gallon tub was. I actually have videos I'm going to show you of deer getting into the water. I got a doe with 2 feet in the water and drinking, and I got a fawn with its entire body standing in that pool of water. Pretty cool. And now that they've started drinking from it, almost every day I'll have a deer or 2 or 3 come up and get some drinks from the water, which is pretty cool. But what did happen was, guess what did start using that water hole pretty much immediately? Raccoons. Every day, every night, there's a raccoon swimming party. Raccoons were not afraid of the water. Instantly started drinking from it and swimming from it pretty much that day. But I've got some real cool video here. Let me show you real quick. I got deer in here, raccoons. Can't remember if I put in a video of squirrel, but I actually have one clip of a raccoon on the tree, a fox by the water, and an armadillo drinking from the water. That's everything. What all I've had videos of at this water hole. Everything in the woods, really. Turkeys, deer, squirrels, raccoons, fox, armadillos, possums. So there's 7 things right there. Haven't had a coyote drink from it yet, and I've never seen a rabbit on this property either. So, but all that being said, let's get to that footage real quick. So let me show you. So, just kind of shared my experience with you. If you put a water hole in, you might not expect the deer to hit it immediately, but they will eventually find it. It took over a month for my deer to start drinking from it. And this is all water from my hose at my house. You guys saw when I made the video, I hauled water up there in gallon jugs. So filled up like 40 milk jugs at my house, drove out to that property. I actually had my kids with me that day. Poured all the water in there, so it's tap water. I don't know if it took 30 days for the water to not smell like tap water anymore. I have no idea. I don't think deer are that picky when it comes to water, but maybe they are. It took over a month for my deer to trust the water. Now, would your deer drink tap water the next day? I don't know. Possibly. It might depend on how thirsty they are. But it took over a month for my deer to trust that water, even though they were walking past it. Also, how it sits is kind of on a decline of a hill. When they are coming to the water from the uphill side, they are very, very on alert mode. So, just an observation from me, when they're having to drink downhill, I feel like they're a lot more on edge. When they come at it from the bottom side, from the uphill side, they seem a lot less tense. They'll sit there and drink until they got enough water. But when they're drinking from the uphill side, they'll take a sip, jump around, look, take another sip, jump around, look. It's kind of actually funny to watch. But just some observations from me in my experience with this water hole. Maybe it'll help you out. I don't know. Feels like the deer like drinking better from the uphill side. But anyways, appreciate y'all watching. That is my update on the water hole. I have been getting questions for updates, people asking for updates almost on a daily basis about this water hole. But hey, it's working out. Another tool in the toolbox for keeping deer on the property that you want to keep them on. Water source. Also, I know you're going to ask me this. So over a month, I haven't filled it at all, period. So that 50-gallon tub is, I don't know, yay deep. And after a month of all the raccoons and whatnot, it only was down a couple inches. So even in the heat of the summer, it's not evaporating very quickly. And it's been over a month, almost 5 weeks, and I haven't filled it up at all. And it still has a bunch of water in it. So just something to think about. You might only have to fill that up 3 or 4 times a year and top it off. I don't know. Also probably depends on how many deer and stuff you got drinking. Anyways, appreciate y'all watching. That's my update on the water hole. Make sure you're subscribed, guys. We got tons of videos coming out every day. Really appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one. Woohoo!
Load it up and get it on as soon as you can. 30 on 6, 10 mil, 50 cat. It don't make a difference, man. We like to shoot and make a little boom boom. If you like flinging